The law doesn't protect everyone equally, does it? That was the question that echoed in my head that morning. My name is Dr. Andre Souza, and that day began like any other coffee steaming on the counter. The hum of early traffic outside my apartment window in São Paulo. After 25 years practicing law, I had finally been appointed Chief Justice of the São Paulo Superior Court, the highest judicial seat in the state. It was supposed to be the proudest morning of my life. Instead, it became a lesson in how fragile dignity can be. I left my apartment early, choosing to take the subway instead of my car. I wanted to feel grounded, connected to the people whose lives my judgments would affect. 3 stops from downtown, I stepped out, briefcase in hand, walking toward the courthouse. That's when I saw them 2 officers questioning a teenager near the corner kiosk. The boy couldn't have been older than 16, wearing a school uniform and clutching a backpack. His voice trembled as he said, "I didn't do anything." I stopped. Something in me refused to walk past. "Is there a problem here?" I asked, calm but firm. The older officer, Sergeant Hiberu, looked me up and down, his smirk lazy but dangerous. "Keep walking, senor. This doesn't concern you." I took 1 step closer, careful not to sound confrontational. "If you don't have cause, you should let the boy go." His eyes narrowed. "And who exactly are you to tell me what to do?" I reached for my identification. "I'm an attorney and a judge." He snorted. "Right? And I'm the president." The other officer laughed, circling me like a wolf sensing fear. The boy, seizing his chance, ran. "Stop!" Ribeiro shouted, then turned back to me, fury blazing. "You just helped the suspect escape." Before I could respond, my wrist was twisted behind my back, cold metal snapping tight around it. "You're under arrest for obstruction," he said. The people at the bus stop froze, whispering some recording on their phones. I didn't resist. I'd represented too many who didn't know how it ended. They dragged me to their car, pushed my head down, and drove through the morning traffic while laughing like it was a game. At the station, they dumped my briefcase on a desk. My appointment letter slid out, the one signed by the governor, naming me Chief Justice. Ribeiro glanced at it, shrugged, and said, "Nice fake." Hours passed. Then, a clerk entered, her voice trembling. "Yes, sir. I think there's been a mistake. This is Dr. Andre Souza." The room fell silent. The same officers who'd mocked me stood pale and speechless as the truth unfolded. By noon, I was in the courthouse, still wearing the red marks on my wrists. The cameras flashed, the press already buzzing about the handcuffed judge. I stood before the room, not as a victim, but as a man who had seen the system from both sides. "Justice isn't blind," I told them. "She just refuses to see what's uncomfortable." Over the next months, the footage of my arrest went viral across Brazil and beyond. Protests filled the streets. People demanded the officer's dismissal, but I wanted more than punishment. I wanted change. I launched a full judicial review of police procedure, introducing oversight boards, bias training, and a new law requiring public access to misconduct records. Some called me too lenient. Others said I was finally forcing the system to look at itself. A year later, I returned to that same station to inaugurate a new program connecting judges and officers for transparency workshops. The irony wasn't lost on me. As I spoke, I saw a familiar face in the crowd, the young boy from that morning, now wearing a cadet's uniform. Afterward, he approached me quietly and said, "I joined because of you, sir. I want to be the kind of officer who listens." Walking back to my car, I realized what had changed wasn't just policy, was possibility. Justice, like the people it serves, only grows when it's tested. And though that day began with humiliation, it ended with something stronger: truth finally seen and dignity restored.